Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Angela and I'm an angelic Arcturian, and I wanted to transmit to you guys today a little bit about angels and the angelic realms and how to know if you are an angel incarnate. Just a few ways that you might be able to tell if you are one. So yeah, while we're on the topic, I thought it would be a good time to explain where angelic Arcturian messages comes from. And the way that I understand it, I don't have all of the information on it. In fact, my angelic aspect is probably the aspect that I know the least about. They keep me on a very need-to-know basis with a lot of stuff. I just simply remember bits and pieces of things, but not everything. But what I have gathered is that the way it was explained to me, basically from my star family, the Arcturians, is that the ninth dimension is an angelic realm for Arcturians. But me personally, I am an angel from the seraphim lineage. So when I came into this incarnation, I brought in my angelic Arcturian aspect, which is the ninth dimensional collective consciousness Arcturian home base that I prefer, and then I also brought in my seraphim angelic nature and attributes as well. And so I've taken on a lot of angelic energy in this incarnation because it is desperately needed on the planet. And angels, as far as I understand, don't typically incarnate, but we will for special circumstances or if it's really needed. So in this case, our vibration is desperately needed on the planet, and angels are very self-sacrificing. And even though coming to Earth is an absolute nightmare and a living hell, at least it was for me before I became awakened, we do it because we love humanity that much. So a little bit about how to tell if you are an angel incarnate is you will just know. Like, you'll always know. What you really need is confirmation. So for me, I always knew, I just needed the confirmation, but there were all these little suggestions and signs along the way. My name is Angela. I've always been called Angel by people. I won a Halloween contest one year as an angel, dressed up as an angel, and all kinds of like millions of things in between that had to relate to being an angel or something angelic. Like, the signs were always there. But I wasn't able to accept that I could be an angel until I started on my spiritual path and I started working through all those feelings of unworthiness. So last year at this time, I got a really strong download, and it was the download that told me that I was an angel and that I was from the seraphim lineage. And about Egypt, it had something to do with Egypt. Egypt is a major key player in what's going on right now and what's coming in the future. And I haven't quite figured out how it all is connected, but it is. And I feel like the life that I had in Egypt is strongly connected to this one. So something's going to happen in the future for me with regards to Egypt. I know that that is part of my mission, is to learn Egypt. So I've been learning a little bit of Egyptology. I've been studying kind of their traditions and their ancient beliefs, because I feel like whatever it was they were doing back then is what we need to be doing now, so that we can reach those ascension timelines that they, I believe, have already reached. You will just always have this feeling that you are. It'll just be something that you know deep inside, and you'll probably get external validation here and there if you pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Another way that you can tell is that you just don't seem to vibrate on the same frequency as anyone else. It's really hard to find somebody, for me, that's like me. There's a lot of really great people in the world and a lot of really wonderful vibrations, but it's very, very, very rare that I run across somebody who's on that same vibe as me, that same frequency as me. There's a lot of people in situations that have come close, but they're always just a little bit off vibrationally. And so that's something that I have noticed. Another thing is life on Earth is extremely difficult for angelics because we are light beings, we're super strong vibrations of love, and when we have to condense into this physical body, it's literally like stuffing the genie in the bottle. And as genies, we don't like it in the bottle. It's a bit uncomfortable and cramped in there. So we suffer from physical pain and just basically being really uncomfortable in the body. I've said in a lot of previous videos that I can't wait to get back to my light body because this physical body is so extremely painful. So something that I'm certainly looking forward to, because I do remember innately how good it feels to not have a physical body. So that's another thing. And angels incarnate just have a heavy heart always. Like, it doesn't matter. There's always a level of sadness because we have so much empathy and we know how things should be, and everything on earth is so much the opposite of what it should be. And so that can be really, really difficult for us, especially pre-awakening. Post-awakening for me has been a lifesaver because once I became awakened, then I started to understand what was going on, and for me, understanding is what gives me peace and comfort, is, you know, knowing what's going on. So once I started getting downloads about this time last year that I was a seraphim angel and all that kind of stuff, I had to work through some of those emotions of being unworthy, which, you know, I had to really work through those feelings of unworthiness. But now I have, you know, accepted it and embraced it, and I'm, you know, quite happy about it. It's awesome. So another thing about angels is they will never really brag about being angels, or not the type of people who have huge egos and that need to be bigger or better than anyone else. Being an angel, by the way, it's very misrepresented on earth. So just understand that angels aren't better than anyone else. They're really glorified, you know, in the Bible and stuff. And they are, you know, wonderful beings, but everybody is a wonderful being. Nobody is better or worse than the other. No one's higher, you know what I mean? Angels are just a different vibration. We have a different path. And I believe that souls can work themselves up to those angelic realms, especially, you know, like, for example, with the Arcturians, you work through the different stages of being an Arcturian too, and once you hit, you know, the 7th, 8th, 9th dimensions, where it becomes a collective consciousness, then you start to reach those higher angelic realms. So it's all part of the evolution of the soul, I believe, and it's by choice. You know, I'm sure not everyone wants to choose the path of an angel. Some choose whatever path for whatever reason, whatever resonates with you. But this is the path that I have personally chosen. So if you think you might be an angel, just ask the universe for confirmation, you know, and watch for the signs and you'll see them. I mean, when I really had that epiphany that, oh wow, I really am an angel, I looked back at all the times in my life where angel was a subject, an issue, whatever, where angels or angelic energy came up, and there was so many times. So it just made perfect sense, you know. And so yeah, I mean, I don't know if that helps anyone, but that has been my personal experience, and that is what I know at this time about the angelic realms. And I will be sharing more as more downloads come through, especially about Egypt. I'm really, really curious about Egypt. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's a very strong energy pulling me towards Egypt. So we will continue to work on that as well. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. So I will see you guys next time.